I found another project knife on eBay. The blade has no maker's stamp and the handle is ugly. This seems like a good candidate for me to try a hidden Tang handle. I drilled out the brass rivets to remove the existing handle scales. I made a cardboard pattern of my replacement handle. I designed the finger grooves to fit my hand. I marked where I planned to drill for my pins so as to miss the existing hole in the Tang. The length of the Tang was basically the deepest I could drill. I cut down the Tang with a hacksaw and narrowed it a bit on the grinding wheel. I also added some notches to give the epoxy glue somewhere to flow. I drilled a row of holes to start the mortise groove for the Tang. I tried using the hand drill to clear material between the holes. I ended up using the hand drill, a file, and a whittling knife to make the mortise. It didn't help that I chose oak for the handle. I used my jigsaw to cut out the rough shape of the finger grooves. I used a wood rasp to continue shaping the oak. I found that a piece of PVC pipe worked well for sanding the finger grooves. So here's the handle after several grades of sandpaper. It feels very comfortable in my hand. The blade was severely pitted, so I had no delusions about achieving a mirror finish. Here's the blade after 3 grades of emery cloth. The hand guard cleaned up okay. I then switched to wet and dry paper using WD-40 as my lubricant. Here's the blade after sanding with 400 grit wet and dry. I decided to try polishing the blade with superfine steel wool. Here's the blade and the handle fitted together. So far, so good. I used JB Weld to glue the handle. This is the original formula JB Weld with the longer drying time. I let it dry 24 hours before pinning. Man, that guy with the blue gloves sure works fast. I used my cardboard pattern to mark the location of the pinholes. I first drilled a pilot hole and then drilled to size. I chamfered the holes slightly to give the pin ends a place to peen into. I made the pins out of some brass screw hooks I found at the hardware store. This was my first time peening. I made a shield out of masking tape to sort of protect the wood. I used my Old Faithful boiled linseed oil to finish the handle. I like to use masking tape to protect the blade in case I get sloppy while I'm sharpening. So here's the finished product. I think the oak, the peen pins, and the imperfect blade finish combine for a nice rustic look. The handle fits my hand great. I hope you enjoyed my project. Thanks for watching.